like you said, I haven't been to a chamber event this year yet, but that's one of the avenues that I will be attending a lot more when they start putting on more, more local events, in the community, just going to the chambers and just, I just establish relationships and just, ask some good questions.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I'm gonna be doing too. I may join some business groups, but I'm still contemplating, if it's worth the investment, joining like a BNI or some type of business group. So
Yeah.
but definitely chambers, I will be, because I'm a local member of one in my community, so I definitely will be going to. I talked to John, and it's much smaller. And he said those are a little bit more better because more intimate. You really get to know the people that way. So that's my game plan for 2023. Yeah.
Well, I could say, another thing you can do, I mean, if you take your clothes to the dry cleaners, you just ask the dry cleaner, hey, I know you've got a lot of clients that are also business owners. Any of them ever tell you they're looking to retire? Or do you know any business owners looking to retire? The same thing with the barbershop, for those of you who go, because there's a couple of you on the call that don't. So yeah, but you go to the barbershop, you go to the hair salon, if you're out hanging out at you go out to dinner or you go out to whatever, or if there's like a local bar or something, I mean, not, I know it's not like Cheers, but as you just are communicating with people in your regular circle of influence, or people that you see on a regular basis, maybe you're not best friends with them, but they know you and you know them, and because you've done business with them in the past or something like that. I mean, I was doing some work here at the house, and my electrician told me that he had a conversation, or actually the owner of a heating and air conditioning service was talking to him. They were working a job together, and he was saying that he wants to retire, and he's got a pretty good shop, and his son doesn't want it, and so he's trying to figure out what to do with it. So my electrician told me that. I'm like, hey, cool, thanks, I'll follow up. Right? So it's just people that you meet, that you talk to. Financial advisors, accountants, CPAs, tax preparers.
Question.
Yeah.
You said it was an air compressor shop?
Air conditioning. No, it's air conditioning, heating and air conditioning. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say I might know someone who's interested in purchasing that, but maybe not.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so attorneys, CPAs, financial advisors, wealth managers, they make good business alliances for business brokers, because they generally, estate planning attorneys, they are helping their clients plan for their future. And financial advisors, wealth managers typically have a pretty good idea of how much longer that business owner wants to work in their business, how much longer they need to do that in order to get their non-business assets in sufficient to support their post-business lifestyle. So they can make really good business alliances for you. Okay. Not so
Tanya, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. But I did meet a CPA 2 weeks ago. But he been like 50 years. He said he'd been in practice. And then I mentioned him about business broke. He was getting his shoe shine, but he said he have transacted deals like that himself. And I think you had mentioned that some CPAs do have the skill sets for that.
Some do.
Yeah.
Some do and some don't, because you have also other CPAs. I mean, I've had situations where I've had sellers tell me that their CPA told them that the multiples for their type of business was a 10 to 12 multiple. And, their business was doing less than $1 million in revenue. You're not getting 10 to 12 multiples on less than $1 million, and these micro his actually was what I call a micro business, because his gross annual revenue was like $135,000. Okay. You're not getting, and the accountant told him it was a 10 to 12 multiple on gross. And so, you know, he was wanting to sell to his employee for over $1 million, this business that was generating $135,000 in gross revenue annually. And I said, well, you know, I don't know where you got that number from, but I'm sorry to tell you that that is the correct number for middle market companies that are doing maybe 100 million in revenue, but not for a small micro business. So again, you know, a lot of what we do is back to setting seller expectations and having those hard conversations with them. And it's unfortunate when they get bad intel from, you know, a CPA or an accountant that they've known for a long time.